So it's been about 3 months since I picked fresh sumac berries and put them in a jar with honey and water, and that's because I'm making Sumac Mead, an ancient wine-like beverage that can easily be made from home. What happens next is the sugars in the mix are converted into alcohol, and this happens because of yeast that create what looks like a bubbling, lively environment until eventually there's no more sugar left. The bubbling stops and you end up with a wine-like liquid that can continue to be processed. This takes about 30 days in total, and then I separated the liquid from the berries, and that's why I used this mesh bag so that I could easily remove the sumac, especially after fermentation when a lot of the berries have broken down into this sludge. It's not a big deal if you were to add the fruit directly, but it's easier to transfer through this hose when you don't have to worry about clogging. Now once this is in a smaller container, it can age, and it will go from cloudy to a nice clear bright orange liquid as all the particles that are suspended settle to the base of the jug over time. Some batches take longer than others to clear up, but this one looked ready to go after about 2 months. And this color looked absolutely beautiful. So at this point, it's ready to taste and check in and see what may be needed before it's actually ready to bottle. If you don't know, sumac is very tart and lemony, which you can taste by eating the berries by themselves, or a lot of people will use them to make tea or lemonade. And with this mead, I definitely get those tart, citrusy notes, but with an almost savory smell and taste. But what I think is missing here is just a bit of fruitiness. And quick tip, hibiscus leaves are a great way to add that without adding sugars, because I actually don't want this batch sweet. I also added a handful of this dried fruit herbal mix, and now I'm just going to let these flavors infuse into the mead until I'm happy with the balance. And then I'll get it into bottles and share the final results.